Welcome to ASEAN MedTech Insights. Today we are exploring a foundational question for any medical device manufacturer looking to enter Southeast Asia. How do you determine if your device is Class A under the ASEAN Medical Device Directive, or AMDD? Understanding this is the critical first step for market access. The AMDD uses a four-tier, risk-based classification system, ranging from Class A for the lowest risk devices to Class D for the highest risk ones. Your device's classification dictates the entire regulatory pathway, including the required documentation, quality management system, and post-market obligations. Class A devices present low individual and low public health risk. They are typically non-invasive or contact-only intact skin. The classification is determined by a set of 16 rules based on factors like duration of use, invasiveness, and whether the device is active. For Class A, the most relevant is often Rule 1, which applies to non-invasive devices. For instance, a liquid absorbent sheet or a non-sterile bandage that only covers intact skin is a classic Class A device. Other examples include stethoscopes, wheelchairs, medical tongue depressors, and examination lamps. However, if a non-invasive device is intended to channel or store body liquids or tissues for eventual infusion, it is elevated to a higher class. Similarly, under Rule 5, surgically invasive instruments intended for transient use, like a surgical retractor, are often Class A, provided they are not connected to an active medical device. The biggest challenge is not the rules themselves, but their inconsistent implementation across ASEAN. While the AMDD provides a harmonized framework, its adoption and enforcement vary significantly. In Singapore, the Health Sciences Authority, or HSA, has a clear and mature system where Class A devices require a simple online submission to be included on the Singapore Medical Device Register. In contrast, Malaysia's Medical Device Authority requires a more formal registration process for Class A devices through their MedCST system, which necessitates appointing a local authorized representative. In Indonesia, even low-risk Class A devices must be registered, and the process can be surprisingly complex for foreign manufacturers unfamiliar with the local requirements. Vietnam is also aligning with the AMDD, but their specific decrees and timelines for implementation can introduce unique hurdles. For example, a company producing sterile cotton balls assumed their product was simple enough for easy entry. However, the sterilization process immediately moved it to a higher risk class in some jurisdictions, requiring a completely different and more expensive registration strategy. This shows why a blanket ASEAN strategy is ineffective. You must analyze the classification and registration nuances for each target country. Correctly classifying your device is not just a bureaucratic step. It is the foundation of your commercial strategy in Southeast Asia. Getting it wrong can lead to costly delays, rejected applications, or even post-market penalties. For expert guidance on navigating the specific regulatory pathways for your device in any ASEAN market, email us at info@pureglobal.com or visit our website at pureglobal.com.